Discussing about the physics of. So I need to follow any one syllabus, particular kind of syllabus, so that so everybody is comfortable. So I'm not only following state syllabus. So I'm not following state syllabus. Instead of that, I'm following the NCERT syllabus. That is CBSE syllabus, NCERT syllabus. So we are in class 11th. I'll discuss all the concepts related to the physics class 11th class physics. Okay. So for that, if you don't have any textbook, for that, what there you type NCERT. So in that, what you'll get NCERT. In that you go to publications. So in that publications, whichever the textbooks that you wanted to download, you can download from it. Okay. So this is class 11, and this is for the physics class, and from where this physics part 1, and go, and you can download completely the textbook here from here. So you'll get the complete total textbook. Otherwise, chapter wise you can download. So if you click on any chapter, so you'll get like this. Okay. So by clicking on this, you can download it and save it to one of your folder. So this is a syllabus that I follow, because this is same for most of all the states. So the NCERT syllabus and the state syllabus is also framed based on this syllabus only, and most importantly, all the competitive examination will follow this national level NEET or IIT or IIT advanced or whatever it may be. So all the national level exams will follow the standard textbooks from the NCERT for their syllabus. So I am following this syllabus. So this is regarding the syllabus, and so I cleared your that what the syllabus that I am following, and the difference from the difference between other lectures and my lectures is like this. I'll be concentrating on more on learning rather than giving information. So this is the part very important, learning. So for this learning, I will be able to help you with a lot of websites or lecture notes or where to search all those things. So I will be concentrating more on learning rather than information. Okay. So information is available everywhere, no? So after the, so you can search in internet to get any kind of information. So what is the purpose of my lecture then? So definitely I'll explain each and every concept, but don't consider that this is a information giver or a something else. Just this is for learning, and what you have to do is you have to concentrate more on learning rather than the marks. So what I feel is, so the marks that you come from the learning of any concept. So this is a byproduct of learning. Okay. So this you have to consider that the marks are not major thing. Then only you can be a good learner. And the thing is, I have been teaching the engineering students for the last 10 years. Even though I'm teaching for uh, the cream of the state, so they are facing a lot of pressure after joining the engineering. Why? Because they are concentrated on marks rather than learning. So this is what learning marks. So you should not aim for marks, so you should aim for learning, which ultimately gives happiness. It should give happiness. So if you want to, if you are getting happiness by learning, so then you'll be a good learner, you'll automatically get the marks. So this is the formula that we are following. So ultimately, for happiness you are learning, for excitement you are learning, and the marks is a byproduct of it. So if you follow this kind of philosophy, automatically marks will be in place, automatically you'll get definitely you'll get the ranks, and without any pressure you'll you'll be completing your graduation or any other thing that you are going to join. So this is what main important thing. And for this my best advice is just very important, very important advice, just to follow standard textbooks, standard books. So in this case, what is our standard book? So NCERT book, NCERT Physics 1 for this. Okay. So after a lot of effort, this book has been written, and this is the standard for every examination. Based on this only, they'll prepare the questions. They'll uh, the question paper pattern will be based on this syllabus only. So one thing is that you have to follow standard text, standard books. If you are going for any other book rather than standard books, so that will be definitely affect your learning, because this is the basis. After a lot of discussions, lot of analysis, lot of, after going through a lot of checks, and they have prepared some syllabus, and that is the standard syllabus. So don't go for any guides kind of things, local guides, but you can follow other textbooks like H.C. Verma, written by H.C. Verma. They are of more standard. H.C. Verma, like those kind of textbooks you can follow. For anything, the NCERT is the basis for everyone. Suppose the concepts are same, you may be writing for suppose Telangana State TSM set, you may be writing MSET, you may be writing NEET for national level, you may be writing JEE mains, and you may be writing JEE advanced. For everything, the basis for framing of questions is based on the NCERT syllabus only. Maybe the question, the framing of the question may be, that is difficulty level of the question may be different from different examination. Okay, different from different examination. So what you have to do is you have to follow the NCERT textbook strictly. After completing the NCERT textbooks, for practice you can go for more understanding, you can go for other textbooks like H.C. Verma. They are the standard textbook. Okay, so this is regarding learning. And one more thing is, you should become a self learner. You cannot for everything you should not depend on the others, because that dependency will increase if you go on going for further classes, and that reduce your learning. So as much as possible, you try to read it on your own, try to understand it, and uh, clear the doubts. Anyway, I'm available with you for the next uh, months, all months. So what the thing that you have to do is just read the standard textbook, that is NCERT. If you come across any doubts, clear the doubts after listening my lectures. So this is a first class, that's why I'm giving all the because this the direction is important for everyone. If you blindly go on studying everything without any guidance, that doesn't mean so doesn't give you any benefit at all. Okay. Okay, someone has entered with the ID, but what is his name? Just type in the chat box. So the ID 596-844-1091. Or somewhere so that they can also listen. Uh, okay. Now that's what whenever you are learning, just to go for standard textbook. This is very very important. So the problem with the most of the students that is they feel some difficulty in understanding the standard textbook. Understanding means you have to read line by line. Every line is important, every word is important. And if you don't know anything, you can search in the internet regarding the meaning of the word. And some, as they feel difficulty, they go for lower standard textbooks. And in the textbooks there will be a lot of printing mistakes, and they write their own English. And in that manner the essence of it will go, and you understand something else rather than what is given exactly, what is explained in the science exactly. Okay. So this is the that is the first one. And this is regarding so how to uh, follow just a standard textbook, that is NCERT. Okay. So now we'll come to this. Generally, what is physics? Okay. What is physics? So there are a number of definitions related to the physics. And I say it as systematic study of physical world. So what is systematic study? Systematic means so using a scientific method. Suppose the physics has started, the branch of physics evolved separately into different branches also, like nuclear physics, classical physics. So there are different branches, but overall physics is nothing but the study of. Are you able to listen my voice? Any problem is there, just let me know. Say yes, type in yes, and you try to share that YouTube link to as many people as possible in your groups or in our Facebook, so that they also can listen, and they will be knowing that lectures are going on. Type yes. If you are listening to my voice clearly, type yes in the chat box. Okay, okay. Raja Reddy, okay. What about others? So other. Okay, Raja Reddy, okay. What about other person? So you can type, you can comment on the YouTube link also, if some other are listening to this one. Okay. Now, what is science? Study of physics. Just study of physical world. Suppose if you get up in the morning, what happens? The sun rises. Sun rises in the east. Okay. So that is one observation. So why? The question comes why. So that is the physical phenomena that is happening. The study of that only the physics. Suppose if you consider the law of gravitation, you might have gone through it in the 10th class level or 9th class level. So what is that? The law of gravitation. What is observation when you got a law of gravitation? The Newton observed that the apple is falling from a tree. So that is one kind of physical. So like that, there are n number of large number of physical activities uh, that are there. Like suppose if you look at the sky, the sun is visible. If you look at in the night, if you look at it, the moon is visible. Okay, so Raja Reddy, that is a problem with my lectures. If you want to direct lectures, okay, if you want to direct lectures, I will give n number of links. So the question is, sir, you can start direct lesson. What lesson you are expecting? That means you are not in a position to understand my lecture. So this is the way the lecture continues. Gradually we will enter into the subject. So if you need that kind of lecture, I will provide n number of n number of n number of videos. They are available. Every information, direct lectures from the IITs, that is available. Okay. So my suggestion is, if you are aiming at the information, you are aiming directly at the lectures. So we'll start, definitely we'll start in the next class. Once we start, so we'll continue to discuss all those topics. But as this is the first class, I am giving what is that, what is that is required. Okay, because of this only they are facing, the students are, suppose I will show you one example here, just to go through it. I'm not talking about any. So Google, so see here, this is given in Hindu paper. 2,461 students dropped out of IITs in last 2 years. This is the official figure that you are seeing here. Are you getting? Why they are dropped out? They are toppers, no? They get everything. So are you getting? Are you able to see this one? 2,461 students dropped out of IITs in the last 2 years. What they are giving? Just they are giving the BSc graduation. So the problem is, from the 6th class onwards, they are into the IIT coaching, and they are targeted. They are not good learners. They are not happy with their learning. They are happy with their marks. And once you enter into the IITs, see here, IIT recorded 782 dropouts, Kharagpur 620. The number in the IITs Kanpur, Bombay was far less. but 260 dropped out of IIT. The thing is, you should know this fact. I'm teaching the cream of the state, but there is some problem, not blaming the student, some problem in learning. So without knowing what is science, what is physics, of course, it has a number of definitions for science and physics, and you should know the essence of it. Why the learning? Why the learning? And everybody is getting. That's why these lectures are not for information sake. Anyway, I will be dealing with a lot of concepts, and I'll do problems also. But the thing is, I should be able to train you as not a information storer, and at the end you should be able to become a good learner. Okay, so for information, internet is available, everything is the textbook. If you read, you can get it. So only thing is, I'm here to explain the things at the same time. So that's what you should know, what is going on actually. That's why I started these lectures. Simply they'll join in corporate colleges for the sake of marks, for the sake of ranks, and they forget about learning. And what is learning? Which gives happiness, which gives marks. So marks are ultimately not happiness for you, because you don't get anything from it. So that's why. Okay, you asked a good question, that most of the people will be like that only. Okay, I will just now I have shown, they are the toppers. IIT means toppers. They are not able to complete their engineering graduation. So that's why my intention is to make you a good learner, whether one person or two persons or three persons. So whatever may be. Okay. So now, so coming to this, there is a scientific method. What is scientific method? So these are the concepts that are they discussed in the first chapter. What is scientific method? What is science? So okay, so science is a systematic attempt to understand natural phenomena. Whatever that is we are studying is natural phenomena. I told raining. It's a raining. Rain. It's a natural phenomena. Sun setting. It's a natural phenomena. Sun rising. It's a natural phenomena. The fire. It's a natural phenomena. Okay. So lightning. It's a natural phenomena. So we are trying to understand the reason behind the phenomena. Okay, so this is how this definition is there in the textbooks. Without understanding the definition, you go on studying about what is mass, what is length, what is time, dimension analysis, and do problems getting the marks. But what is the essence of science? Science is a systematic attempt to understand natural phenomena in as much detail and depth as possible. So see here, so systematically we have to understand it. So that's why we need experiments, we need observation. So we do a lot of experiments to understand it. Okay, to understand the natural phenomena, or we'll try to replicate the natural phenomena in the labs if possible. Otherwise we'll study using different techniques. For that we need equipment, measurement. So whenever you are studying, or whenever you are trying to understand in a systematic way, in depth, in detail means definitely we have to measure it. Okay, you have to formulate it, or you have to mathematically express it. Mathematically express it. Suppose what happens is, when you are doing that one, so everything mathematically expressed, then you can interpolate it to, or you can predict future things also. So what happens, whatever the observation, suppose we are predicting monsoon. Why? We are able to study in a systematic manner. Nowadays we are predicting monsoon. We are predicting cyclones. Why? Already we did a lot of study, systematic study regarding that, using different measurements equipments. Okay, so we are using that information to predict, modify and control phenomena. So few things, prediction is easy, sometimes modification is possible, sometimes it is not possible. Suppose we launched Chandrayaan 2, but at the end we failed. 99% of the launch is success, but at the end we failed, and we try to modify it, control it like that. So how is that possible? This is possible through a systematic attempt. Okay. And one more important thing I will be giving you is, I may not be doing the live experiments, but I will give a lot of videos and the sources for your understanding of the physics. And most the problem is in there is a lot of lack of resources in intermediate colleges. They are not interested to do experiment most of the cases. So that's also problem. So we, at least there are virtual labs available. So we'll do that also. And the science is exploring, experimenting, and predicting from what we see around us. This is what, just science is a systematic attempt to understand what is happening in the real world. So this is what science is. So this is a basic definition. And if you type in internet science, you'll get n number of definitions. Science, you can what is science means, you can find a textbook also. What, suppose you are studying what is physics, so the class 1, the class 11th, the class 12th, physics is completely a physics, you can say. So whatever that is physics is existing, that is the definition of physics. So what is scientific method? So method, so as you like, you cannot do any experiments. Okay, so the scientific method involves several interconnected steps: systematic observations, controlled experiments, qualitative and quantitative reasoning, mathematical modeling, prediction, verification or falsification of theories. What do you understand from this? Okay, so type yes if you are getting something, or comment on the link, YouTube link, if you are getting something from my lecture. Are you able to get it or not? What is the essence of it? If say yes, yes, otherwise no. So what are the, this definition, what is that I am giving here is I have taken from the textbook only. Okay, very good, very good. That means you are going to be a good learner. Good learner always improves their knowledge from class 1, class 2, class. They cannot become dropouts like IITs, those who cracked IITs. Okay, this is the definition in the textbook, but they don't know. They don't know. Most of the people don't go through it. Just by heart it. What is science? What is physics? And get the marks like that. Of course, nobody will ask in the examination also. If I would have been an examination, write an essay on science. What is the essence of science? Okay, so this is what. So don't mug up the things. Don't try to grab the information. Try to understand it. Suppose, so I will give an analogy here regarding information. Daily we'll be eating lot of food. So what is the process you study in biology? So there are proteins, there are carbohydrates. Suppose if you don't do any kind of exercises, what happens? Carbohydrates are converted into fatty acids. And what about proteins? Proteins are wastage. Waste, they go as a waste. Suppose if you do some exercises, what happens to it? The carbohydrates are converted into energy, and in that process the proteins are converted into muscles. So there is a body buildup, muscle buildup, and you will be strong. In the same way, if you consume lot of information, you read a lot of information, but if you don't understand it, what happens? That will be a burden to your mind. Suppose fat is a burden to your heart. The carbohydrates are converted into fat if you don't do exercises. Similarly, if you consume lot of information, if you don't understand it, you now, if you don't try to understand it by doing several example problems or experiments, then what happens, that accumulate in your mind, that will be affect your brain, that is called stress. That's what the reason for dropouts. This is the first class, that's why I'm giving all this information. But the thing is, if you consume information without understanding, that will be a burden for your brain, that leads to stress, unnecessary stress. So you try to understand whatever that is there in the textbook, even small meaning, even small sentence by sentence. No need of going for any other textbooks for the time being. First thing is, you should understand the prescribed textbook, that is NCERT. So okay, the what is scientific method? So involves several interconnect systematic observations. So we need labs, no, systematic observation. We sometimes any observations will be done in the lab. Sometimes suppose you are doing at a space, you cannot bring the stars to laboratory, so we go for telescope. Different things are there. We'll be learning few of the things. Sometimes controlled experiments, because at room temperature, we say at room temperature, and suppose we are talking about friction, regulating the air friction. Okay, controlled experiments. Controlled means they have to be controlled at a certain temperature, at certain pressure, or certain airflow, like that. In vacuum, we say in vacuum, suppose that's the conditions. So qualitatively means how much it is efficient, how much it is accurate. Quantitatively means, quantitative reasoning means you have to quantify it, you have to show it in numbers. And when you are doing experiment, if you do experiment, there may be a slight change in the measurement, but average value should be almost constant in the mathematical model. Very, very important. Suppose you have come across what is Coulomb's law or gravitation. So what is that? It is proportional to product of the masses inversely proportional to square of the distance, like that. So there is a gravitation law, but we derived a mathematical model for it. So what happens, if you change the masses also, you'll be able to find out the forces. You will be able to find out predict the forces. You'll be able to predict the future. Suppose what happens, future means that's interpolating what is that, what we did experimentally. So that is the mathematical, whatever the equation that you come across after the statement of any scientific procedure or scientific law is a mathematical model. So qualitative, quantitative, mathematical modeling, prediction, verification or falsification of theories. So suppose some, I don't want to take any names. Just for example, some earlier they told that the sun is revolving around the earth. They believed that that was the correct thing at that time. After that, what is the truth? The earth is revolving around the sun. Okay. Suppose they are saying 9 planets. Generally, they say 9 planets, but what is the fact is there are not 9 planets. They are more than the 9 planets. So the theory proposed by one scientist may not be final, may not be ideal, may not be the final truth. So there will be a verification and falsification of theories also comes under scientific method. So somebody comes and he says it is not correct. Suppose, so we have wave theory and particle theory of light, wave theory and particle theory of light or electromagnetic wave. So somebody said it's a collection of particles, somebody say wave. So what happens is, so depending on the case, we'll consider it as a wave. Sometimes we consider it as a particle. Okay, so this is the scientific method. So what I am taking, why I am taking this definition is, you have to read the textbook line by line. You try to understand it. You try to understand the essence of it. It is written by the lot of, it is written after lot of discussions. You try to explore it. I may be giving the class for 1 hour, but you have to do it for, for this 1 hour, I may be preparing for the last 10 hours, my 5 hours, sometimes 20 hours, sometimes. So what I have to do, I'm giving it in 1 hour, but you have to work on it to know more. Suppose I have given this, I have given one website. Okay. This is what the science is. Okay. So if you are following my lectures, all of you type yes. So maybe 3 people are there, I think 4. So please type. Some few people are following on YouTube maybe. So please type yes if you are following. Are you able to listen? Because okay, Roger. So you understand my way of lecturing, because this is what I expect from the students. So not simply mugging up and not simply marks. And anyway, we discuss the concepts from the next class. Don't think that this is a waste of time. You should have some direction. You should understand me, and I should understand you. Okay, I'm a coach, and if you have no understanding between us, it's a waste of time. Okay, so now we'll see what happened in this is also one thing. And what, so this should be the inspiration for you. What is that? Once you stop learning, you start dying. This is the concept here. So what is dropout? Dropout means dying. Anywhere dropout, some dropouts are 8, they are not able to learn because there are number of problems. They are poor, they are something. But what about the 8ians that are dropped out? They are stopped learning. They aimed at earning marks. It's not learning. Earning marks is learning, not. So if you see ad one wakati, so a lot of ads will be coming on the TVs. But what is happening, I'm seeing lot of students for the last 10 years. It's there is no correlation between marks and that is what is the knowledge that you got. You should not blame the students, you should blame the education system. So you should come out of that. I've been seeing few students, they are very good, less marks at the intermediate level. They are performing extremely well in the engineering level. Why? They are always good learners. Okay, so this is the Einstein quote. That's once you stop learning, that automatically you start dying. That's a basic thing that you you have to keep in mind. And always you keep it in your mind that learning, what is learning. If you are trying to understand what is learning, if you are able to get what is learning, so I'll give one indication, one symptom that you are learning or not. So after studying any concept, any information, if you are happy, that means you are learning. If you are feeling strained, that means you are aiming at marks, that means you are not learning. Are you able to understand? If you understand my words, type yes. Just this is only one way of communication in live classes, because in non-normal classes, okay. So I think you are getting. So in the next class, definitely we'll be dealing with that. Okay, we have this is the Einstein quote, and we'll go through some contributions. Okay. Now see here, a lot of contributions are there. This is all physics. You may have what is physics. You may ask question what is. Everything that is available here in the slide is a physics. So you know the eureka concept. Eureka. He pronounced eureka after finding out that the weight the original, finding out original weight of a gold, that is Archimedes. Principle of buoyancy, principle of the lever is found out by Archimedes. The law of inertia is Galileo Galilei. Like that, the wave theory of light by one scientist, universal law of gravitation, laws of motion, reflecting telescope, laws of electromagnetic induction, Michael Faraday. So electromagnetic theory, Maxwell's, will go through Maxwell's equations in second year. Light and electromagnetic, okay, generation of electromagnetic waves, ultra short waves. So these are the different inventions or contributions of concepts by the scientists. Okay, so you go through it, you try to understand, and you'll be understanding more about this after completion of the, concepts that after at least 50 to 60 hours of lecturing. Okay, neutron, proton, electron, Bohr's model. So we have Rutherford model. So like that, we have what is C.V. Raman. C.V. Raman invented something like inelastic scattering of light by molecules. So like that, different contribution, law of thermodynamics. So suppose one thing I would like to, so science is ultimately leading to technology. So whatever the technology that you come across here will be the result of science, result of experimentation. Okay, suppose steam engine, laws of thermodynamics. So that's the technology steam engine. That's why we are able to, that's the industrial revolution. The invention of steam engine resulted in the industrial revolution, leads to and after one more invention that changed the world is invention of the computer. And one more invention that is changed the global politics is nuclear weapon. And one more thing that is changed the world is radio and television, that is communication, computers. So if you observe here, steam engine, nuclear reactor or nuclear bomb, whatever, these are the major predominant changes in the technology that is result of the research of science. So generally there will be a 10 years of 10 to 15 years, sometimes 10 more than 10 years gap between science. What is we are experimenting today may not result tomorrow as a technology. It may take sometimes 10 years, sometimes 20 years, sometimes 50 years, sometimes 100 years also. So to make that possible as a technology. Suppose one more thing that is important here is aeroplane and rocket and power, electric power. So these are all technology revolutionized the world and created more comfort levels for the human beings. So what is the purpose of science? Why you are studying? There is ultimately larger benefit for the sake of humanity, for the sake of comfort, for the sake of development, for the sake of health. Nowadays, if you go to hospital, so the doctor screening is less, and the screening is done by lot of. Okay, these are the difference. So photoelectric effect, wave nature of electrons, thin film optical interference, total internal reflection of light. So this is possible total internal optical fibers we are using for the sending of data. Suppose optical fibers are there, sending of data and voices. Now if you observe the roadside, you'll see lot of optical fibers indicating that. Okay, so electric generator. So these are the inventions of this different people, and by using the technology, sorry, by using the science, that is the technology, different scientists contribution given here. So I will be sharing this with you. Anyway, these things are available in the NCERT textbooks. The source for this is NCERT only. Only thing is we skip it. We don't try to understand it. We try to understand it line